everyone. I hope you're doing great. I'm here to check in with everyone at the end of my first week at Art Quarter Budapest. To be honest, this week has been a little bit up and down. I started with a general idea of what I wanted to do while I'm here, but I wasn't sure how to make the idea into a reality. I thought I would like to follow up on my series of monster drawings that I told you about last time by making some more drawings and a sculpture. I've been thinking a lot about our environment and consumerism. I listened to a book about this called Less is More by Jason Hickel. It's about how to change the economic system in our world to create a safer, healthier space for all of us. Hickel talks about capitalism's need to create growth for its own sake. He details how capitalism creates scarcity in order to continually grow the economy and make money for the richest people. He talks about a lot of ideas regarding how to recover from capitalism and come back into right relationship with our earth. Plastic is something that is extremely damaging to the earth. We all know this, and yet it is somehow all around us as cheap packaging. I thought I would like to make a sculpture out of discarded plastic. I had this big vision in my head. It started, of course, as every good art project does, at the Hungarian Home Depot. I went to the garden center and got myself some aluminum wire and clear fishing wire and needle nose pliers and a hot glue gun and things that maybe I could use as an armature. And I went into the recycling bin at AQB and got some plastic to work with. I did some experiments and trials with plastic, and I was really hating how it was going. I did not like how it looked. I felt like I wasn't very good at it. I didn't have a lot of experience in sculpture, and so Monday and Tuesday were difficult because I felt like I was putting forward a lot of effort and spinning my wheels, but I didn't feel like I was seeing the results. Then Wednesday I gave myself a break from the sculpture and decided to work on the drawings instead. I used this folded technique that I learned about from this Hungarian artist, Simon Hantai, and so that gave me enough space to reconsider how I wanted to approach the sculpture. Each artist's working process is a bit different, and for me it's helpful to have 4 or 5 projects going on at one time, so if I run into a problem with one, I can take a break, put it on the back burner of my mind, work on something else, and come back to it. So then Thursday I took apart the things I made with the recycled plastic and I started stringing it together like beads on a necklace. Digging through the recycling is gross, but I was finally able to start a sculpture that I could see going somewhere. It still has a long way to go, but now I'm at least motivated by the idea. Now that I have something I think could work, I just need to keep collecting plastic and keep building on it until my vision comes to life. There's a book called Art and Fear by David Bales and Ted Orland, and in it they talk about how there is always a gap between what the artist imagines the work is going to be like and then what the work actually turns out to be like. The more experience the artist gets, the smaller this gap, but it is always there no matter what. So I am trying to be okay with the gap and learn from how the plastic comes together and learn from what the material is telling me and create something that I think is interesting and maybe even a little bit beautiful. Thanks for checking in this week, and I'll see you next week.